My favorite was this is an HD broadcast. Why is everything so funny? Oh, damn. Dude, Apocalyptic getting the jump on that flu shot, baby. That is ahead of the curve. I'm really looking forward to November. November seems like it's going to be when my kids can get vaccinated, when all of our kids can get vaccinated, but you'll forgive me if the last couple of years have made me very, I'm gonna look out for mine and circle my wagons and worry about everyone else second. I can't imagine what could have happened in this country that have made me think to myself, you know what? It's zombie apocalypse protocols. If you look like me and live under this roof, you're my concern. Everyone else is a distant second. I remember watching the first high definition thing. It was a hockey game and my family could actually see the puck. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You'd be fine housing a doppelganger? I'd certainly be fascinated. I'd certainly be fascinated. My work had the flu shot come to us last week. That'd be super cool. I wonder if Amber's planning on scheduling anything like that for my workplace. Baby, good news. I'm just gonna have Publix come here and give you the flu shot in your office. Word! Ask him if he'll bring a sandwich to me. Will you bring my husband a sandwich? We'll pay for that. We'll use the $10 gift card you were gonna give us for the flu shot and just buy a sandwich. Instead of the $10 gift card, just bring Taffy a sandwich. I don't want a lollipop, man. I'm one of those people that like, I'll happily eat dessert. I like dessert just fine. But generally speaking, like my dessert, if you give me like a really good burger and fries, if my dessert's not the milkshake I use to wash it down, if you give me a if you give me a burger and fries and my dessert isn't the milkshake I use to wash it down, then when you come to offer me dessert, you're like, we've got ice cream, we've got chocolate bars, we've got cotton candy, and I'm like, hey, do you have a second hamburger and just a pinch of French fries? Yeah, I mean, we got another serving of hamburger and fries. That will be my dessert. Thank you. I will take one more hamburger and fries. They did that to me on the cruise that we were on. When we were on our honeymoon, we had like the seating, the assigned seating nice dinner, and Amber and I went to the assigned seating nice dinner, and they're like, all right, Mr. Caps, is there anything else we can bring you? Would you like to see a dessert menu? And I was like, could you bring me 2 more order of escargot and 1 more order of shrimp cocktail? And they're like, the appetizers? And I'm like, yeah, do you guys have more of that? And they're like, sure. Yeah, no, we can do that. Do you still want to see a dessert menu? And I was like, I just ordered dessert. Bring on the escargot and the shrimp. Uber Eats with vaccines. Yeah, Uber jabs. The only thing we'd have to worry about is people are like, I want that super vaccine. I want the Uber jab. Oh, you mean the jab that's brought to you by Uber? Ah, shit, is that what that is? I thought that was the jab that was gonna give me like superpowers. I thought that was the jab that was gonna let me become an Avenger. It is. It's mumps, measles, rubella, COVID, typhus, flu, male pattern baldness, all of it simultaneously. Ace Von Scott, welcome back. That's funny. Yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet of vaccines. I can't do this with you, bum friend. I like you as much as the next guy, I guess. Well, could I though? For at least a little while, all he's gonna do is like grab stuff like that I can't get to anyway. Maybe I do it after. Maybe I'll do it after. Ooh, wee, Rick. Maybe I do it after I get done with this sacrifice room. The only problem, El Pablo, is it becomes a huge pain in the ass for, like, arcades.
Full health.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like, I don't want his ass in here. We're Maggie. We technically might not be faster than him. Oh, God, you're absolutely right, Trenton. Thank you. Ordered some beans to my house and forgot to get a grinder. That sucks. Do you have, like, a mortar and pestle? Jack, what's going on, brother? How the hell are you, sir? Always comfy. Welcome back. Willing to bet you finished off all the coffee by now? Which one did you get me? I forget. Like, I'm asking genuinely. I had a shitload of coffee, and I'm actually it is actually all but gone at this point. Vorbalok, Prime Gaming 6 months. Hope Isaac's treating you well. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Isaac's been real hit and miss. Monday was rough. Tuesday's not been so bad. Yeah, Monday was rough. We only got 1 win. Yesterday was pretty good. I think that's probably it. And then I think I take 5 cents to the next floor. I can't bring myself. I can't bring myself to pick up Bum Friend. If I had any reason to believe that maybe Super Bum was lurking around the corner for me, then I would get down on it, but I have no reason to believe that we're gonna get Super Bum on this run, other than just blind luck. Whoa, shit. I'm a very calm individual, somehow stoic while juggling all the final steps leading to the game's release in 6 days. You should drop a Steam link so that people here can wish list it. Chat, have you ever played a video game and thought to yourself, the only thing that would make this better is if I could hear Taffy while I played it? If the answer is no, fucking keep it to yourself, you killjoy. Jesus. But if the answer is yes, then does Jack LaFear have the game for you? Fine, Glitch. Have you ever been playing a game and thought to yourself the only thing that would make this better would be if Ezekiel the Third's voice was in it? Let me try to bait you with a real streamer. There we go. Wish list there. There you go. I have not had a chance to play the demo yet. I'll be real with you. I haven't had a chance to play the demo yet. But I watched Zeke play, and I've watched the gameplay footage, and it looks fun as hell. Man, is Smoosh in that? I'm not 100% certain, to be totally honest. Skin Team was playing it last night.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Jack says that's okay because you'll have access to chapters 1 through 3 as of later today. Hell yeah. Yo, look at this. The Fallen Warrior 02. Tier 1, Month 1. Chat, if you look out the left side of the stream, you'll see a very rare sight in these parts. Somebody who has joined the channel with their own money and of their own accord. A Month 1 Tier 1 sub, not gifted. Not tamped down anyone's throat. A person has just chosen to be here and not been indoctrinated like they were a part of some sort of Amway pyramid scheme or cult. I have begun to doubt that they existed. Fallen Warrior, thank you so much. Sincerely though, we missed one. Quick, someone give them a year-long extension. We'll see about that, said chat. Never again. Fool us once, shame on us. Fool us once, shame on you. I'm unfamiliar with the nickname Smoosh. They were asking about Smashly. And I said I did not know. Is this one situation where the Crow Heart would be good? My problem with the Crow Heart, unless they changed it, my problem with Crow Heart is that if I take damage, it hits for a red heart, but it also murks my devil deals. It also murks my devil deals. And honestly, like, one thing I discovered pretty early on when we were streaking before Repentance came out is that almost every run, the success or failure of the run is dependent on safeguarding deals with the devil and deals with the angel. I've had virtually no runs, not none, but virtually no runs, where vanilla items have made us so powerful that we were able to basically just bypass deals with the angel and deals with the devil. Cheat. I should have done that right there. You mean to tell me this isn't a cult I can be recruited into? Trace, we've got multiple levels of engagement here. If you want to be a casual Twitch viewer who hangs out here, you don't have to sub. You don't even have to follow. You don't even really need to like talk to me or like me. But if you like watching just because it makes you feel good that you may get to see me die, I'm cool with that. You can do that. But we have escalating levels. And at a certain point, you're flying to my house and helping me install AV equipment. At some point, Noah's gonna try to rescue you, and I'm gonna have you read from a script that tells Noah that you're just fine. I have subscribed for life, Tappy. I gave your wife a scarf. Scarf season's coming soon,
This is
Trace.
the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Scarf season is coming soon. I can't wait. It's one of my favorite scarves to see her in. I gave her a PAX East scarf back when I first started going to cons. Ugh. I gave her a PAX East scarf when I first started going to cons. And so for that one, it's got some sentimental value because frankly, I didn't have the money to spend. I didn't really have the money to spend on a scarf. But I did it because I thought she would like it. I don't think I'm gonna do better than this for free. So I'll get you, not that I'm super thrilled about it, and we'll leave here with the nail. But the scarf that you sent, the colors are so pretty on it. It's a Norwegian scarf, if I'm not mistaken. If I got that wrong, forgive me, but I think that's right. It's a Norwegian scarf, and it's beautiful. Always Comfy, Prime Gaming 5 months. Thank you, Always Comfy. I appreciate that. How deep in the cult do you need to be before Taffy starts paying you? I pay you in vials of my own blood. Yeah, deeper than Glitch. Nothing about this place is inexpensive. I was having doubts about whether or not I should have done that to begin with. Because now it's technically I'm blessed. I could have gotten a deal with the angel. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally got the secret room. I don't actually want to fight him though. There we go. It's a bunch of months.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
You're correct, Taffy. Design's very typical for our country. Usually colors dark blue and red, but I'm a fan of the designer that toys with the concept. I remember it being a good-looking scarf, and I remember her oohing and awing quite a bit. I'm excited for scarf season to show up again. Top level is TaffyCon. They have a pinball machine, so it's already beating DashCon. Shit, that's funny. Who did this? Abs gives a tier 1 sub to Shadow Tool. Abs, thank you so much. I was sharing with Champion earlier. Oh no, I want to go in there. I need a bomb. Where do I buy a bomb? I mean, like, was there a bomb in the shop? I guess is a better way of phrasing that. I was showing Champion your very real exchange with a very real sales associate. I don't have a bomb. I'm gonna have to go play one out in the arcade, I guess. Where's a room full of... Where's a bunch of pots? I need pots.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Ab says, wait a damn minute. Who are you? Follower of 3 years with only 1 month's worth of subs. Have you just, like, never spoken? I was given a month of subs. I'm a lurker. I don't write that often nor be active. I use mostly use Taffy for midday sleep. And thanks for the sub. I remember a very weird but very, like, on-brand day where Rob, Woofles, and I, like, Woofles had been in airports all day getting from Montreal to Richmond. And when he got here, I was just kind of like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, I kind of want to nap. And I was like, I have a solution. And he's like, what's that? And I was like, do you want to fall asleep listening to NL? And he's like, ooh, that sounds good. And so I set NL on the TV in the living room, and he laid down on the couch, and he fell asleep, and I was watching the NL, it was some YouTube video. I was watching this NL YouTube video, and then I fell asleep, and so he and I both fell asleep on the couch watching Northern Lion. Glitch, thank you for the gifted sub to Tracerian. I've been converted, Mom! Get the camera, just give me a bomb, just give me a bomb, just give me a fucking bomb. I need one bomb, come on. Oh! I can't. How do I, I could get a card. I get like an ace of clubs or a two of clubs. Daffy's voice is great for naps. I use his VODs for afternoon naps all the time. I love it. I absolutely have streamers. I use Purge for that at night. Purge Gamers for that at night. There we go. I used to use NL Crypt. And I used to use Grims. Mr. Grims. I used to use Mr. Grims for that. I think I actually ditched Petrified Poop. No, you know what? I'm gonna ditch, there's only, no, fuck. No, I'm gonna ditch Petrified Poop. Yeah, Purge's voice is liquid sleep. Holy shit. Even when he's mad, it's just this even-keeled, baritone, sort of dark chocolate goodness. Shauna! Taffy does have one of those voices that one could use to substitute for anesthesia. Like the last thing you hear is the dulcet tones as the shadows close in. You know, because his hands are around your throat and he knows no one would suspect him. I'm suspect numero uno. Yeah. I am suspect numero uno when some weird shit goes off at a con. An IRL streamer was found strangled to death in an alley outside of TwitchCon. Authorities suspect this man, Ryan McLaffy Taffy Caps, also known as Laffy by his friends. Authorities suspect this man and are looking for him in regards to questioning. Like, I'm not even at that con. I'm not even at that con. I'm still in Virginia. And they're like, well, how'd you get back so fast? I never left. Yeah, that's what a killer would say. Via. Yeah, Trace, I've been sitting here kicking around the idea of pulling together a demo reel and just sending it out and seeing what the hell. Taffy, what's sync coffee? As best I can understand it, Sink coffee is VO finding coffee that's been sitting either at or in the sink for, I'm guessing, between 12 and 24 hours. And then she made the mistake of telling chat, like, if you give me money, I'll consume this wretched mass. And then they gave her money, so she drank cold, old sink coffee.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Larcy, tier 1, 2 years. It's a long ass time. Larcy, thank you so much. Incredibly kind of you. I'm gonna do this. Hey, bring on tractor beam. Champion, I opened up the link that you sent me on Twitter, but it went to a YouTube clip, so I got really nervous. Because I didn't know what video was gonna play. Gotcha. Halloween commercial with the old Pizza Hut mascot, Mr. Pizza Head. I don't even know that I've ever seen Mr. Pizza Head. I don't even know that I know what that is. Did you know, Champion? Did you know that they still, Pizza Hut still engages in that, like, read a book program? Like, my kids bring home that exact same little badge thing. That little purple and gold star. Let me see if I can find it. Book it. Yeah. Open image, a new tab. Book it. That's it. That's exactly right, State Jones. My kids still, like, my kids brought home this stuff. They're still doing it. And we can't make them understand why it was so cool for me and Amber. Because, like, we are financially better off than my parents were at this point in Grayson and Rory's life. When I was Grayson and Rory's age, we were going through bankruptcy. So, like, we never got pizza. We never got pizza from like a chain. Every once in a while, my mom would smear ragu and mozzarella from like my mom would smear ragu and mozzarella from like Costco over bread and then toast it in the broiler. And so the fact that I not only got to go to Pizza Hut and get a free personal pan pepperoni pizza for reading a book, for reading, you know, Clifford the Big Red Dog or whatever, but it was mine and I didn't have to share it. I didn't have to give any of it to anyone. And then if I brought some quarters from my own stash, I got to go play pinball afterwards. I loved that shit. Oh, I loved that shit. It was pinball, it was pizza. I read a book, which normally I'm not into, but that's pretty good. I never read anything I didn't enjoy after it was all said and done. Yeah, Book It was great. They're still doing it. They're still doing it, but I think I can't help but feel like the value of it is lost on my child. We ate the same struggle meals. Woof. I remember one time my mom got like really, really embarrassed because Leah, my sister, went into Costco and was walking around with my mom, and we got to the first round of samples, and apparently what my sister said, I guess I either wasn't there or wasn't paying attention or was off in a different spot in the store, but apparently like my 8 or 9 year old or 10-year-old sister walked up to the lady handing out the samples and went, "Oh, thank the Lord, food," and grabbed samples and started putting them in her face. And my mom had to like reassure the lady handing out the samples that she had in fact had in fact fed my sister food that day. But the sideways glance from the lady handing out the samples, who then went, "Darling, you take as much as you need." And then she glared at my mom, and my mom was like, "I fed her breakfast this morning." Oh, thank the Lord. Food. Taffy, I want Pizza Hut. Taffy's mom, we have Pizza Hut at home. Pizza at home. Bread with ragu in the toaster oven. With a bunch of garlic powder. Parmesan cheese, you know, powdered Parmesan cheese and a little bit of mozzarella on top. Like shredded store-bought mozzarella. Book it as a ray of light in a dark world. It genuine. Why did I come in here again? It genuinely brought me a lot of joy for sure. Sorry, for a split second I thought there was another sack room and I just kind of mindlessly wandered back towards it, but that is not the case at all. Oh, thank the Lord. Food. I'm wondering about taking a wild stab at this. I thought wrong. Well, let's try again. That reminds me of those hollow sticker machines they'd have. Yeah, God, I convinced my mom to buy so many, like, useless plastic bubble crap out of vending machines at the front of grocery stores. But Mom, I need this particular plastic spider ring. Green plastic spider ring. I need this sticker that says Cincinnati Bengals on it. Woo! But Mom! It's fine. We have angel room deals at home. Sister Taffy trolls Taffy at cons and it's hilarious. She refuses to believe, like, it's not that she refuses to believe. She refuses to believe that anybody on this planet could possibly give a shit that, like, her brother as a D-list pseudo-celebrity. Her brother is like a D-list internet celebrity is confounding to her. That anyone in the world cares that I play video games and additionally is willing to reward me for it, confuses her to no end. It makes no sense to her whatsoever. And so she follows me around at TwitchCon, she followed me around. And like, it's hard not to feel pretty good about yourself when you're at a con and generally speaking, there aren't many velvet ropes that aren't lifted for you. The only thing I could really think of is that one partner party where I showed up and they're like, it's a partners only event. And I was like, I'm a partner. And they're like, where's your special partner badge? And I was like, I don't have a special partner badge. And they were like, well, I guess that means you're not a special partner. And I was like, God damn. That's rough, guys. And then Noah came by me with the special partner badge, flashed it, and walked right the fuck in. And I was like, he doesn't even stream. He's just a lawyer, and they're like, he's got the little badge thingy. Sorry. Stop bringing me back to my childhood, Taff. I'm shocked we all remember it. It's been so long now. When Taffy says powdered parm, he's talking about the Kraft Green Shaker bottle of grated parm. Now some mid-testing. What the fuck is wrong with you, you people and your cheese fetish product? Please tell me there isn't an even finer parm product like powdered butter. No, I'm talking about Green Shaker Kraft bottle parm. Yeah. If we get a tap table, I gotta get you the VHS version of Addams Family in the Blockbuster box. We'll complete the experience. Shit, you get me the tap table. I'll see if I can find like a life-size cardboard cutout of Raul Julia and Angelica Houston from the Blockbuster storefront. I'm 100% down for that. Raul Julia and Angelica Houston in the Addams Family. For the longest time were the best example I had of what a couple truly in love looked like. At the time that movie came out, my parents weren't even sure they were gonna stay together. So when the Addams Family came out, everyone was just like, oh, they're creepy and they're kooky. And I was like, they're desperately in love. His son rises and sets with that woman. We should all be so lucky. I always watched The Addams Family when I was a kid, especially at that point in time in my life when really my parents did not even like each other, let alone love each other. I really did watch that movie and think to myself, like, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Every time I watch that movie, I have a hard time watching anything else other than how much Gomez and Morticia love each other. Oh, I gulped it. Yeah, they were madly in love, and I loved that movie. Raul, Julia, and Angelica Houston's Addams Family is my sexuality. They are goals. They are the real deal. None of this none of this Joker and Harley nonsense. It is Raul, Julia. Well, okay, Gomez Addams would lay down his life. If only to amuse his wife. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. I've been currently enjoying the miniseries on TikTok, The Addams Family moving to Gotham City. I don't know how much she loved him, to be honest. Her love was understated. Make no mistake about it. Her love was understated, but it existed. I honestly, like, I related. I felt like every girl I had a crush on was like dismissive of me for all of my high school years, which that movie came out in middle school, high school. I felt like every girl I had a sincere crush on was incredibly dismissive of me, and Morticia Addams was the example of like what happens when the dismissive girl turns, cocks an eyebrow, and then beckons you over. And that speaking of like Elvira made me feel something. Morticia Addams, as portrayed by Angelica Houston, was a mortar round up in the air for me of just like, I understand where Gomez is coming from. I too would kill and or die for you now. Addams Family are seriously a fantastic family. Parents adore each other. Children supported and given the right amount of love and discipline to thrive. I love the Addams Family. I think that's part of the reason that that table in particular appeals to me so much, is that Amber and I have such an affinity for them. Amber is dismissive of me in a way that's kind of sexy, because every once in a while she gives me a hard time all the time. But every once in a while she cocks an eyebrow and gives me the come hither finger. That, and I'm fist fight a grizzly bear. Oh, Gucci, thank you. I've had to throw out a whole bunch of my t-shirts because the armpits are blown out. So I'm wearing red today because I don't have any other shirts. It wasn't that I was super excited to showcase. It wasn't that I was super excited to showcase the Richmond Flying Squirrels to you today. That said, next season, if you guys find yourself in Richmond and want to catch a game, let me know. Genuinely, it's just this shirt is clean. Morticia was a dom in that relationship, plain and simple. I fucking love it. Listen, when I'm wearing a black shirt, you can't see my nipples get hard, but right now I gotta stay framed right where I am. That's right, she always gives you a hard time, but in the end, sometimes she also gives you a hard time. Yeah, yep. I too very much remember feeling like I would lay down on hot lava for Morticia Addams. And the irony is that I did not begrudge Gomez for having her. He clearly deserved her in my mind. You know what I mean? There are a lot of stars out there where you go like, you know, why does John Krasinski get Emily Blunt? You don't think that. You know exactly why John Krasinski got Emily Blunt, but what's his name from Super Troopers? Why does what's his name from Super Troopers get Christina Hendricks? I keep getting hit by these laser guys because I keep overestimating my speed. But in that one particular instance, I don't think anyone ever looks at Gomez Adams and goes, why does Gomez Adams get Morticia Adams? You know exactly why Gomez gets her. He gets her because they are destined for one another. And because he clearly earned her love. Well, a lot of these items are kind of garbage. He would and has murdered 15 men for the right. I'd help him hide the bodies. I would need to know that somebody I respected was with such a discerning woman. The moon. Dude, these items are all garbage. Several floors are just garbage items.
Gulp.
It's got nothing to do with it. Grab this, grab that. I guess go back and grab the old who's it, what's it's. I have no idea what the other trinket was. Is the lullaby? Listen here, you little rat bastard. Dude, a Camp Chippewa shirt would be dope. I'm literally going to DBH today. Well, as long as we're pimping stuff. I'm literally going to DBH today to buy like 5 of my own shirts because I don't have any shirts. God, yeah, that Thanksgiving scene in the second film, the second film's not a perfect film by any stretch of the imagination, but that Camp Chippewa Thanksgiving scene is cinematically masterfully done. I need the live-action Addams Family to have Christina Ricci as Morticia. Make it happen, Hollywood. I may have to go back and re-watch the 1992 Addams Family now. Yeah, Amber and I 100% were talking about, so like when we were talking about, obviously pinball machines are not quiet. So when we were talking about like which pinball machines could we picture being played at like dinner time that wouldn't just make us like angry after a while. And we were saying that like the OST for The Mandalorian is so good that we don't mind. Like obviously we wouldn't mind that, dude. The old western horns and whistles and all that kind of stuff. That's dynamite. But we were also saying that like if the boys are tearing into the Addams Family, hearing Gomez yell, "The Mamushka!" and having that just like tail off through the house, or like, "Bring up the dead to the cemetery, everyone." It's like, oh, because they recorded the lines for that. Like Angelica Houston and Raul Julia recorded the lines for the pinball machine, and surprise, surprise, Raul Julia didn't phone it in. He put his God's honest best effort into it.
Gulp.
He put his God's honest best effort into it, and it's really good. Time of V hopes all of you beautiful souls are safe and well. Thermal Knight, welcome back. Rude Dude, Dr. Gay, welcome as well. My nickname came from that show. Then the movie came out, and I happened to resemble Christina Ricci at the time. There were teachers who only knew me as Wednesday. That's tremendous. That would be like me saying like, oh man, when I went to school, I kept getting confused with a young Tom Cruise, and it really bummed me. Well, I'm not saying that you're saying that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I kept telling my teachers I'm my own man. I'm not star of Mission Impossible and Top Gun Tom Cruise. And they're like, ah, you're Tom Cruise. But I'm not. I would love, yeah, I was gonna say, I would love to be associated with someone that cool. I kind of was. I got like, I got associated with like John Cusack, Tom Hanks. I got a lot of Tom Hanks when I was younger. On my best days, I would get like young, Goodwill Hunting, Ben Affleck. But on most days, I would get like Ben Stiller. Yeah, I don't think Raul Julia was... Go watch his last film, which unfortunately was Street Fighter. And tell me that man phones in anything. Go watch Street Fighter. And tell me Raul Julia phones in anything. At least it wasn't Ben Stein. That's fair. Honestly, I could do a whole lot worse than Ben Stiller. I was very prideful at the time. And I just wanted everyone to tell me I was a heartthrob. And then they'd say, well, in like an unconditional, like an untraditional, in like an untraditional Ben Stiller sort of way. And I'm like, no, I want to be like normal hot. I guess I gotta walk out of here with this, huh?
Are you a wizard?
Yo, I get Charlie Cox. Good for you, lucky fucker. Charlie Cox is handsome as shit. Ow. Didn't he win an Oscar for M. Bison? He should have. I don't know who Jesse Bradford is, but Charlie Cox is a very handsome man. I love how the Addams Family was so not normal, but it showed families what they really should strive for. Yep. I liked the fact that I got to see it. I feel bad because, like, you know, I've grown up now with like my mom trying to convince me to come back to sort of like come back to church, move back to Idaho, all these kinds of things, and I'm like, y'all let me see the Addams Family, and I saw that I could do it without ascribing myself to any of these dogmas or doctrines that I don't agree with. I can go ahead and be a dark sheep outcast and get by just fine. And if I can track down my Morticia, I'll be all set. Hey, Scorcher, what's going on? Anytime I see or hear Ben Stein, I think about that dream tap he had where a wealthy viewer died and left him an arcade. Like we set the scene from Casper. Yeah! I can imagine, I would imagine in that dream that Ben Stein would be the one who would read the will to me. All right, let's get started. My benefactor has instructed me to inform you that you are the proud new owner of a deluxe arcade. It includes, but is not limited to, 10 pinball tables, 13 arcade cabinets of varying quality and age, and a popcorn machine. I did an intense Daredevil cosplay. Jesse is the brother in Bring It On. Gotcha. Gotcha. I get Michael Cera all the time. That's not bad. I can live with getting Michael Cera. What is normal anyway? I don't know anymore for sure. I used to always get compared to Macaulay Culkin, but then he started smoking at 12 and I actually grew. I get Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan's grown on me over the years. When he was just doing stand-up, I used to, I don't want to say have problems with his stand-up, but like, his shtick would wear on me after a while. But now as he's become known, like he does like CBS pieces, which are more like insights on like married family life. I'm like, oh, I have more to relate to you now than I did before. So his comedy's actually growing on me. No doctrine gonna hold me down. I was gonna say. I get Ansel Elgort. Which one is he? Is he Baby Driver? Yeah. God, now I want to watch Baby Driver again. I kind of rub my eyes a little bit and fuzzy up Kevin Spacey. But the rest of that movie is delightful. All you guys have these cool people you get by mistake. I get Dave Hester from Storage Wars. I don't really get anybody anymore. If I can lose this weight and maybe get some bowling ball shoulders, I get to be Kratos once. But that's really all I got going for me now. I got like Kratos' beard. And that's it. Lisa! Baby Driver's on FX every 9 hours. I haven't had cable in a minute, man. I haven't had cable in a minute. Honestly, Thermal Knight, if I can pull this off, it'll be a year from now. But if I can pull this off, I'm gonna throw myself at the mercy of Christopher Judge and be like, my son started playing God of War last year and asked me if I could get in shape to be Kratos. Could you please send me one line of, boy, gather your things, comma, it is time to trick or treat for my social media post. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't. But I'll shoot my shot for sure. Oh, well, I took my hands off the keyboard, thus ensuring that the dono machine would lock up instantly. I get Jade Baruchel, the voice of Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon movies. The thing that instantly springs to mind for me is the This Is the End. But yeah, he plays Hiccup in all the How to Train Your Dragon movies. But the only thing that I've actually like remember watching him in it is This Is the End as himself. Sorry, my second cup of coffee, a little slow on the uptake. What are we talking about here? I don't remember how we got onto it, but it's like what celebrities people compare all of us to. I will take all the things, and we'll just see what it turns into. Hold on. I just want to be super, super safe. Andy Samberg's grown on me since I've watched... I've watched a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine now. And since I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Samberg's grown on me pretty intensely. I haven't watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because there's like 150,000 episodes. But I've watched like 60% of it. Oh, that's right. JB was in Tropic Thunder. That's right. Yeah, he was tremendous in Tropic Thunder. That was the first thing I saw him in for sure. Well, we have a new member of the party. Ew. Sometimes I regret not watching movies and having no idea what references the actors people are talking about, but then I think, man, forget about it. Yeah, that's about as much mental consternation as you should put into it. That's as much work as it should entail. I get compared to Lewis Black when I start ranting about stuff. I got yelled at by Lewis Black. I've told that story a bunch, but... That's it. That's the whole story. I got yelled at by Lewis Black. Tell it again. Lewis Black did a comedy show in Boise. I'm gonna be super careful and drop this off. Lewis Black did a comedy show in Boise when I was in in undergrad, and I didn't have the money to go see it, so I didn't. But I was going downtown because I had the money to drink because I didn't go see a comedy show. So as I was walking downtown, I saw him I assumed, going back to his hotel. So he went into one of the only nice hotels in downtown Boise. And I was gonna go bother him because I was a big fan of comedy. I'd just recently seen Carlin. And I was like, man, I'm gonna start seeing more stand-up shit. I might even try to do stand-up. I was just giddy. I was giddy to see him. And I had a friend who was like, well, why don't you go over and say something? And I was like, no, dude, he just did a set in front of thousands of people. I'm sure he's tired. I'm just gonna leave him alone. My friend says, oh, that's respectable. I'm sure he probably appreciates that. Let's go get drunk. And I was like, yeah, it sounds great. So I go out, get a couple of drinks in me at a bar, and we're walking back a couple hours later, and we see Lewis Black staggering through the streets of Boise. And we're like, oh, dude, Lewis Black went out and got fucking wasted. And I was like, well, you know what? If Lewis Black went out drinking and was out around folks, then all bets are off. I'm gonna go say hi. So he's out there with like his handler. He's out there with like a handler walking the streets of Boise as best he can. And I walked up and I was like, hey. I said, hey, you're Lewis Black. You're really funny. And he just goes, I know. And he pushes past me. And his handler turns around to me and goes, Mr. Black says thank you for enjoying his comedy. And like they walked off. That's it. That was the whole, yeah. It was the perfect Lewis Black encounter. It was everything I hoped it would be. I didn't inconvenience him for any longer than I had to. He said exactly what he should. Aaron, good morning. You're Lewis Black. You're hilarious. I know. I still grin every time I think about it. Not really a celebrity, but on multiple occasions I've had little kids run screaming in shopping centers yelling, a giant is coming. Quiet Storm, greetings and salutations, friend. I love Sandberg's musical comedy and stuff with Justin Timberlake. Yeah, Lonely Island's great, but I feel like you don't get a real good sense of who Andy Samberg is based off Lonely Island stuff. I didn't realize how charismatic he could be.
Experimental pill.
Neat. I didn't realize how charismatic he could be, or like how charming he could be. Until I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Hey, it's Taffy. You're a streamer. I know. I might as well. It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm not saying that, like, oh, well, clearly the Lonely Island part of Andy Samberg is a front, and what he is in Brooklyn Nine-Nine is more who he really is. But, like, obviously every aspect of his performance, no matter where or what he's doing, is as a result of who he is as a person. I'm just saying that I felt like all I had ever seen was the incredibly goofy side of him, and so it was actually pretty nice to see an alternative. I'd never seen him as like conversational and charming. I had only ever seen him as like, it's my dick in a box. Once you see him make the faces he makes in Jizz in My Pants, it's hard to ascribe much else to him until Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you know, started to like. He was still goofy, but it was him actually kind of doing stuff underplayed instead of being like kind of over the top about stuff. It was all kind of like kind of undersold. Damn, now I wish I had taken the Polaroid and not the negative, just to get this guy to pay out.
Full health.
You can just be a bro and pay out though, that's fine too. I'm willing to go a little bit deep on this. Not a lot deep, damn. If that's telepills, I'll be sad. Hey, I guess. Oh, this is gonna be awfully close. I live, I die, I live again! Oh, I have an idea. I just have to not walk on spikes. Fuck that room forever. I have plans. There we go. This is a little breathing room, and then if we get another deal with the devil, we can take another item. Yeah. Yeah, Lord Smos. I got there a little later than you did, but I got there. Smort. Wow, your voice is so clear, I forgot how bad the vocals were on my work headphones. Suck. There's definitely a part of me that I feel like, I feel like I hear myself on like VODs, and I don't mean to, I don't think I'm screaming. I don't feel like I'm screaming, but I definitely feel like I'm, because I've got the sound of the music and the sound of the game in my ear and all that jazz, I definitely feel like I'm louder than I should be. There's a part of me that definitely feels like I need to be more comfortable with, like, this is a conversational tone. And just because the sounds of the game are louder in my head, and just because the microphone is far away, doesn't mean that you guys can't hear me, you know? I do. I project as though I'm in a theater. I project as though I'm in a theater, but I've got a microphone designed to pick up my voice that's only a foot away from my mouth. Why so many flies without guppy infestation? Right there, far right. And then I got hit a whole bunch. These flies are not very loud. These flies are not replenishing themselves. Once they're gone until I get like guppy. Whee. Supposed to get an item room on this floor, right? Hey, that's what I was hoping for. Not that specifically, but I was definitely hoping for flight. Because these red chests are everywhere on this floor.
Tears.
So good. So good. I had a pair of Plantronics Gamecom commanders that were used in LOL LCS to combat the open floor plan of our office. Swapped in my old modded Fostex with DAC, and these are closer to studio headphones, so you're super clear. And at home I listen on my speakers instead of my Sennheiser, so I just got used to it being more muted. Doc! Dude, it's raining so hard here today. I get an item room, right? What am I doing wrong? There we go. Digital to analog converter. Thank you, Squint Fox. Rumor has it. Yes, yes. Rumor has it, chat, that Squint Fox is feeling better today. Not great, but better. He woke up this morning to me word vomiting my, inelegant musings about what could be wrong with the audio setup. And then at the very bottom of it, he was treated to me going, I just realized that your notes have more than one page. So I had done pages of me basically saying, you have to help me. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's going on. Something's not right with the audio mix. I've switched this, I've switched that. I switched this, I switched that. I switched this, I don't know how to fix it. And then at the very bottom, it says, don't laugh at me. But I just realized there were more pages to your notes. Ignore everything I've previously written. You're totally right, even before you found the pages. I
spent it. It's gone. Just get over it.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's gone? How could you have spent our savings?
Oh no. The way I talk to people about what I do and don't know with regards to tech and business and everything is that I would tell Nate when we were talking about pretzel stuff or 99 Lives, I'd say, I'm not smart enough to tell you what the answer is, but I can describe the shape of the hole. I'd basically say I don't know what the problem is and I don't know how to fix it, but I can tell you what the shape, I can tell you the shape of what's missing. Dude, I am so tempted. I don't need to do Mama Mega, but I kind of want to do the whole Mama Mega
This
thing.
is the story of the newest denizen
Do it out
of
here.
the cave.
Well, it doesn't. Ah! Sorry, Dono-chan. Kaboom! Kind of knew that's where it was heading, but the heart wanted what the heart wanted. Champion gives a full year of subs to Felroth. Champion. Doing it the only way Champion knows how. Thank you so much, dude. Incredibly kind of you. What else is new? What else is new? That's right, I don't need Mama Mega. I choose to Mama Mega. That's not great. That's what I get for randomly taking
He's
pills.
self-destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to. You're drunk again, aren't you?
Shut up, Maggie. Shut up. You just keep pushing me like this. I'm leaving.
Good. Leave. We'll be fine without you. Abandon us like you've abandoned yourself.
Damn it.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I need a blood bank or a Joker card. Might as well grab that now. Need a blood bank or a Joker card or a health down pill. Holy cat, good morning. Jorby, please, with a Prime Gaming sub. Chat, I don't know if you recognize this. That's two. That's two brand new subs. Month 1, tier 1 subs in the same stream. Are we famous now? Is this what success feels like? I'm so confused. Have we done it? Are we celebrities? Thank you so much. Like I said, you know, like I said, Champion just gifted 12 months of subs to Felroth. People don't often get the chance to sit here unsubbed for very long, so Jorby, thank you so much. And Fallen Warrior, if you're still here, thank you for your month 1 tier 1 sub. You're that Twitch streamer. What is going on? This song comes up. Naturally occurring savior seed. Tyson, give me 2 minutes to clear this room, and then once we get to the end of the floor, I'll read all these out. I think I just go.
You need to repent. You need to confess your sins and become saved. Let his light inside you cleanse your soul.
Insane.
This is the story of the nearest denizen of the
Did you hear how you sound?
Pray for your salvation. Come, pray with us, Isaac.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Too much stimulus. It's too much stuff. It's overwhelming. It's too much stimulus. Let me get to the other side of this song and I'll read everything out. We are one event away from what is probably going to be an incredibly easy hype train if anyone feels at all inclined.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave. This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Ah.
Hey man, those are bits.
Got it popping off, man.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave. This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
All right, that song.
Hey man, those are bits.
That song brings me joy. Let's see. Oh, I gotta go back and get the other key piece. Damn, I almost left without it. I don't think I have any left. Yeah. Getting overwhelmed. All right, let me get on the other side of all this, and then we'll no. And then we'll read all these out. Already between levels 4 and 5. There we go. All right. Let's wrap this sucker up, huh? Thank you guys very much. 43 gifted subs and 300 bits. All in a matter of about 10 minutes. That's a lot. Yeah, sure, at this rate. Welcome back on the team. You have a lot of bombs I can use on Dogma. Oh god, champion, we're so close. What's funny is I'm not really excited. I'm not really excited to play scary games, but I'm excited for it to be October. And playing scary games is a part of October, so I'm excited for that aspect of it. There we go, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Noah spent too much time on top. I, for one, cannot thank you enough for rectifying that situation. Boy, I have plenty of bombs. Soul of Magdalene. A little late for that pickup, but alright. I am ridiculously hungry. One second. Ow. I would like to invite you to get absolutely dunked. I'll race you. Sav, is there a wall near where the pinball machine's going? Yes, absolutely. It's why is my notebook down here? Hang another pinball machine on the wall. So all right, so it's gonna make me finish this fight. Is Dan here? What's going on, dude? Fancy meeting you here. Oh, what? Weird. I wasn't paying attention. Chillin', lax day at work? Hell yeah, dude. I'm kind of going through the motions on this one. I can't imagine that we're gonna struggle too hard to finish this. I am trying to get better about my dodging because I have eaten shit on a couple of these fights where I should absolutely know better. I gotta start getting better about not taking terrible damage in situations where it's completely avoidable if I just play smarter. Because once we get into Lost and Tainted Jacob and all that jazz, it's gotta be pretty unforgiving. I need to start practicing on runs where it doesn't matter if I get hit. Should be pretty straightforward, this fight.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo's a bad Bumbo. He get coin, and Bumbo lose coin. He gets it, he lose it. Bumbo, what coin? Bumbo got coin. Oh, Bumbo got coin. He got it. Oh, he got the coin.